sane in your office isn't your coffee, but a plant watching you from the corner of your desk every day. Millions of people walk into offices that feel exactly the same. Gray walls, artificial light, air that never quite feels alive. And slowly, something inside you starts to fade. It starts small. You sit down at your desk, answer a few emails, drink your first coffee. But by noon, your brain feels foggy. Your shoulders tighten. Your motivation disappears somewhere between the third meeting and the fourth notification. No sunlight, no fresh air, just endless screens. And your brain quietly begins to revolt. Because humans weren't designed for cubicles. We were designed for forests, for rivers, for living environments filled with movement and color, not gray boxers. And that's when something strange started happening in offices everywhere, quietly, desk by desk, plant by plant. People began bringing life back into their workspaces. Tiny jungles started appearing on corporate desks, like someone was fighting back against the environment itself. And if you look closely, you'll notice three very common suspects: the snake plant, the ZZ plant, and the fast-spreading vine known as pothos plant, the perfect infiltrators. Low light tolerance, low maintenance, and surprisingly resilient. Almost like they were made for cubicles. At first, it's just one plant, a small pot sitting quietly next to your keyboard. But then something changes. Your coworker brings one in, then another desk across the room. Suddenly, vines start creeping across cubicle walls. Shelves begin filling with leaves. Soft grow lights replace harsh fluorescent glare. And before anyone really notices, the office begins transforming. Slowly, silently, one leaf at a time. And here's where the mystery gets interesting. Because something happens when plants enter a workspace. Something subtle, but powerful. Your breathing slows. Your stress levels drop. Your mind becomes clearer. Scientists call this biophilia. It's the idea that humans are naturally wired to connect with living things. Your brain literally relaxes when it sees plants, like it remembers a world your office forgot. But the benefits go deeper than psychology. Plants are quietly changing the air around you, absorbing carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen, balancing humidity. Some species even trap tiny airborne pollutants. It's not dramatic. You won't see it happen. But hour by hour, day by day, they slowly improve the space you spend most of your life in, almost like a silent support system, working in the background, while the rest of the office drains your energy. If you're stuck in a windowless cubicle, these three plants are the ultimate survivors. First, the snake plant, nearly indestructible. It tolerates low light, dry air, and irregular watering. Basically the introvert of the plant world, quiet, independent, and perfect for offices. Second, the ZZ plant. This plant stores water in thick underground stems, which means it can survive weeks of neglect. Perfect for people whose meeting schedule replaces their memory. And finally, the pothos plant, the vine that spreads, climbs, adapts. Give it a little space, and suddenly your desk looks like the beginning of a rainforest. And maybe this trend isn't just about aesthetics. Maybe it's survival. Because when offices started demanding people return, workers responded in their own quiet way. They brought nature back with them. Plants on desks, plants on shelves, plants hanging from cubicle walls. A silent rebellion against sterile environments. A reminder that life should never feel this artificial. You're building your own indoor jungle. Subscribe to Grow It Indoors Guide. Because this channel explores the plants that thrive inside modern homes, apartments, and yes, even corporate cubicles. And I want to know something. What was the first plant you ever brought into your workspace? Tell me in the comments, because the answer might reveal more than you think. Because the real question is this: what if the only thing keeping you sane in your office isn't your coffee, but a plant watching you from the corner of your desk